Hi everyone, welcome back to Ginatopia. Well, you know, I showed you my top 10 favorite eyeshadow palettes and promised you a look out of each and every one of them. Well, I'm going to do one today, but first of all, here is Miss Bells. Here is Miss Bells. You know, when she sees that light go on the camera, she is up here wanting her camera time, and there is my black fuzzy microphone, as somebody said I always have. But Miss Bells loves to be on camera, and you know, of course, she loves her treats. Bells loves her treats. So let me get some Bells and treats down, and I'm just trying to decide which palette to use today. There are so many beautiful palettes, and I just can't make up my mind which one to use. Which look do I want to go with today? I've got on a black top, and the back of it's got greens and creams and lavenders, and I can't make up my mind which palette to use. I could basically do anything I want to do today. I think I really just want something really neutral today, so I think I will use my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and just do something really neutral. So that's what I'm going to do today. I love this palette. Like I said, I love it so much. I have the old packaging, I have the new packaging, so let's just get started with this today. Now I already have cream on my face I put in the bathroom. I really like to do that within just a couple minutes of getting out of the shower, because that's when it has time, when your skin is still warm, that's really when it has time to penetrate your skin really well, and that's the best time to put your creams and stuff on your skin. So that has already been done. So I'm going to put my eyeshadow primer on my eyes, and I'm going to get my bangs out of my way. So we're going on vacation next week, and we've already got our house sitter lined up. It's a family member, and he house sits for us every year. He comes and stays and takes care of the cats and makes sure everything is okay. Of course, my husband had built me this really pretty thing out of logs out there. It held up birdhouses, and I had old insulators that come off of telephone poles on it. Well, yesterday I heard something crash, and I thought something in here had fallen, and the bears had knocked it over for the second time. And my husband had even concreted it in this time, so he said he wasn't putting it up again. I guess they're scratching their backs on it or something. I don't know, but it's really kind of irritating. But it was beautiful the way he had it done. My aunt had one done up in Blacksburg, and it was beautiful, and I loved it so much that he copied it for me. And really kind of irritating. So the first thing I'm going to do to set my eyeshadow is I'm going to go into this cream shade right here, and I'm going to set my eyeshadow primer all over with that. Now, I don't just stay in one color scheme in this whole palette. They're set up into quads, so you can do that, but I'm just setting my eyeshadow primer with that shade, since I don't use a translucent powder, which you could do if you wanted to. Now I'm going to go into my favorite shade in this palette, and it's probably one of my favorite shades of all time, this and the color Strut out of my Winky Lux palette. And I'm going to go over that, all over my lid. I'm not going to go up underneath my brow with this. I love this shade. This is just such a simple look, but I love this shade. It is such a beautiful universal shade. If you don't have really deep skin tone, this is just a beautiful shade to use and do this. If you have a very deep skin tone, it probably really wouldn't show up doing this. And I've got swelling. My sinuses must be acting up this morning because I have swollen right in there. But I love this shade. It is so beautiful. I guess I could hold my mirror down just a little bit so you can see. I hear you out there. But I love this shade. It is so beautiful. I could get the camera just a little bit closer to also so you can see what I'm doing. But I do love this shade. Sometimes this is all I do on the weekends, just this shade and go, because it's just so beautiful. And you can just deepen it up in your crease. And beautiful. We are expecting snow the next couple of days. So that means I'll be working 7 in the morning till 7 at night. And luckily Shannon, I think, is on night shift this week because Pam is off. She is enjoying some R&R with her husband Robert. Some much needed R&R for her and Robert. And there's my stomach growling. But they're in the Smokies right now enjoying some time together. Okay, now I'm going into this brown shade down here next to this black. And I hardly ever touch black in a palette. I just think that's a little dark for me. Occasionally I do, but not very often. I'm just not a much of a black on eyeshadow. And I'm just going out here in the V. Not much for black eyeshadow. Like I said, I occasionally use it, but very rarely. I guess now that my husband's informed me that he likes really dark eyeshadow on me, maybe I'll experiment with it a little bit more. Bring it over just a little bit on my eyelid, in the crease rather. Told you I was doing just a very simple eye look with this palette, but there is so much that you can do with this palette. But I just wanted to show you that it's very beginner friendly. This palette is. Don't let all these shades intimidate you. Sometimes people see an eyeshadow palette with this many shades and they really get intimidated by it. And I just want to show you that you can just do something very simple with this palette. That you don't have to use every color in it. That you can just do something very simple with this palette. Now if I wanted to, I could put black out here to deepen this up, but going to work and I don't see any need to use a black. Like I said, I very seldom use a black. That's all I'm going to do right now. Now I'm going to go in with... let's use this Marc Jacobs mascara. I'm trying to finish all my opened up mascaras up. So that I don't have so many opened up mascaras. You know, they start going bad. Although this is not a favorite mascara of mine, I hate to throw anything away. Unless it's garbage. Now my throat's a gurgling. Alright, let me grab some primer. Let me grab some Vaseline, put on my lips first. My lips feel dry, dry, dry. Some Vaseline, a little Vaseline thing sent to me by Sean Ivan D. If y'all haven't checked out his channel, you need to check it out. He does some killer makeup. If you love bright colors and just some really great eyeshadow looks, he does some great eyeshadow looks. So check out Sean Ivan D. He likes to experiment with colors that I don't use. So if you like I said, the bright colors and stuff, he can really do some really nice looks using some of those bright eyeshadows that I'm too intimidated to use. Somebody else you need to check out is Courtney KH. She done a beautiful pink and purple look I watched this morning. Or was it last night? I watched it last night, I think. Last night. Absolutely beautiful. I can't think of the name of the palette she used. I hadn't heard of that palette before. But it was a beautiful, beautiful look. She has on a purple shirt. Absolutely beautiful. I tell you, purple was her color. And also Susan Anthony, she's got her hair dyed purple now, and I tell you, purple is her color. I tell you, she looks great in purple. So shout out to those three. And let's see, let's go into my Revlon 24-hour color stay. And once again, I haven't wet my beauty blender, but you get fuller coverage if you use a dry beauty blender versus a wet beauty blender. Just in case you didn't know that. And I do have to hold my mirror just a little bit closer so I can see, so I am sorry. But all of y'all know I'm blind as a bat. That have been around a while. I've got to get my roots done. just so hard to shell out over $100 with Christmas right here. My friend Nina wants me to go back natural, which is red. But my husband likes my hair blonde. So I don't know. It'd be a lot less upkeep, except for the nature's highlights are gray coming in. You know how that is. Once you hit a certain age, you just have to fight those no matter what color you are. Now I'm going to go in with a flat brush, and I'm going to go into that dark brown shade that I use, and I'm going to go underneath my eyes. Oh, we got her treats and she didn't come back. And for all of those of you that I owe a prize to, somebody was supposed to mail those for me, and they found them in the back of their vehicle that they forgot to mail, so those will get mailed this week. I do apologize. They forgot about them. And that's understandable. Sometimes we just get busy in life. So, you know, you can't get mad at somebody when they're supposed to be doing you a favor and they forget. And life gets busy for them and stuff. So, I do apologize. They also had some palettes that were supposed to go out for collabs that we were supposed to do tomorrow. So I guess those collabs won't get done tomorrow. So I will have to open those up and redo the little notes in those about the collabs. So I was kind of wondering why I hadn't heard from anybody, but, you know, like I said, we just all get busy sometimes. And oh, well. Don't sweat the small stuff, you know. Don't sweat the small stuff. Alright, bronzer. Let's see. Let's use my broken Better Bronzer. I need to press it. I like it too much to throw it away. I need to press it, like I said. Man, if I could have anything done, I'd have that right there pulled. Blush. Let's see, what blush do I want? You know I love my Tarte blushes. I have so many blushes that I love, but I think I'm going to use my NARS Deep Throat today. I have so many that I love. I'm just trying to get into some of these other blushes I haven't used in a while. My lips, I put the teddy bear out, so for my lips I guess I will use, let's use this from Avon, it's something other spice, I think it's called Rich Spice. and wipe off my lips. So here is my face. Let me move my camera back just a fuzz so you can see it. This is using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Just a very simple eye look. I told you all I would show you a look using each and every one of my palettes that were my favorite top 10 palettes. I wanted to show you something very, very easy, showing you that a palette that even had this many shades is not intimidating, because I know some of you all are kind of new to makeup and you think that these palettes are intimidating because they have so many shades. They are not. You can use just a few shades and still get a beautiful eye look. So this is my eye look. I hope you like it. If you've not already subscribed to my channel, be sure to hit the little red subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video, and be sure to share the love, not the hate, and give me a thumbs up. And Miss Bell's just jumped back up here, so let me show you the Miss Bells. There's the Miss Bells. So share the love, not the hate. And it was the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette.